It worked. I think we're good. Oh, it's back. It's back. Hello? I think I'm back. I think I've returned. Okay, I think everything's back up and running. Think I'm good. All right. Hey, sorry, man. Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty scuffed. My power never went out, but I don't know if it flickered and it reset the internet or what happened. We are having a pretty nasty storm. But yeah, my internet completely cut out there. Oh, you could hear me. Yeah, I tried to restart the stream like 3 times. It was kind of weird. Sorry about that. So looks like price action wise, we're still coiling down here. Little 5-minute flag. I'm going to be watching for a potential failed breakout entry here over 58. If it happens. I like this sideways action on the 5-minute chart. It's a perfect 2-leg pullback if it comes up and fails around that level. Yeah, no worries. I mean, it surprised me. I didn't know what happened because like the power didn't actually, like my computer didn't shut off or anything, so I was confused. But it must have been enough to trip the internet, the modem reset. We're still kind of coiling here. Doesn't look like it's going to give us the 5-minute entry. Closed below, could continuation here. It's unfortunate the market did one more round and then coiled before it went. Big bar after accumulation, small inside candle. Do we get an inside reversal check here? I was kind of hoping for another opportunity potentially, but we may be finishing with some L's today. Taking a lot of L's lately. Missed a couple good trades. And the trades that I have taken, I think have all actually been L's since I came back. Yeah, that's the way of the road though. That's it's all right. We're getting the L's out of the way. Hopefully. Well, yesterday there was no trades. And the day before that there was, I took the one trade that lost, and then I missed the friggin' beautiful failed breakout entry that I got because I was peeing. Which was like the real big winner of the week for sure. I missed the first couple days of the week because I wasn't here. And then today, so I guess it's 3 L's in a row. I've only actually had, I think I've taken 3 trades. Yeah, three trades and 3 trading sessions, because yesterday I had 0 trades. So I mean, this was as AAA as it could get for me. I don't really have any part of the system that I did incorrectly here. It just didn't work, and I'm okay with that. And this one here too, I mean, it met all the criteria other than well, no, as far as the strategy is designed, there is nothing here that broke any rules. It was absolutely like a, you know, valid entry. In the back of my mind, I definitely didn't like the presentation of this one quite as much as this one. But in my replay trading, I've noticed a lot that sometimes the ones that don't look the greatest still actually turn out to be the biggest winners. And I didn't really want to fall into that being fearful of taking 2 losers in a row, so I put it in anyway. It did match both criteria, so it just kind of happens to just not work. No, I meant this week. Yeah. The first day that I came back on Wednesday, we had the failed pullback trade, which then gave me a really good reversal entry trade, but I was not on the screen for it. And then no trades yesterday, and then 2 failed pullback trades today, actually. Very small extension here on the 5-minute, eh? It's kind of buying right back up in. I have a little bit of a W reversal on the 1-minute. Yeah, that's a dangerous game with me because, like, as soon as I allow, I've noticed this in my trading, as soon as I allow more discretion, I just never trade. I can always come up with reasons to not trade. So with the way that I've been doing the systems and the replay trading, I pretty much have, if it checks all the boxes, the trade goes in no matter what. And I've been getting good results as long as I manage the ones that win correctly, because they often pay out much more than 2 to 1. But just wasn't the case last couple trades, but that's okay. This is those critical moments where it's like, okay, taking multiple losses in a row over a series of days, still maintain composure so that I can still do the trade the same way the next time, because that might be the one that wins and makes back a bunch of those losers. And in the past, that's where I've failed, so I'm trying to fix that part. No worries. "30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle." It did engulf. Had a small second extension, and then we've kind of taken the move back. This is our most recent downswing point. This seems like a perfect time for me to go pee, though. I'll be right back. All right. See if this old girl gives us another opportunity before 1. We're back into under yesterday's level again. This is where we've struggled to hold under in the past 24 hours anyway. See. Small little micro channel right here. We're testing underneath it. Potential long. Would want it to regain this 44.50. Yep, you're yeah, long played out. Retest the bottom of that little micro channel. Get long. Look for extension. It held the retest too, which is nice. You're gonna get a second extension. Should break above our 48.50 here, or 58.50, sorry. Puts in a little bit of a reversal pattern here on the low a day. Did achieve it. See what it does on the back test. It's a pretty good push. It didn't fail at the liquidity level at all. It actually went past it significantly. Decent momentum push back up. Yep. Increasing volume on the push too. Bitcoin broke above 40K. It's not a bad push. I like it. Nice back test into these tops. We got a little bit of coiling up here for a two-leg move. See if we can get another signal. Third time's the charm, right? There's our high one. Looks like it might just go off of that. Indeed. One tick poke though on extension so far. We fail a breakout here. Oh, there we go. A couple more ticks. Block order at 70. Still got some juice in this push. It's still going. Again, like we got back underneath that low point and the market quickly rejected it. Doesn't like to be below there. I was hoping that this was going to form as a two-leg, but no luck. It was a nice pullback opportunity off that push. The 5-minute chart one-timed all the way up. Strong move back up. I'm assuming that judging by where we opened and how we've moved today, I'm guessing that our profile today is very balanced. It's kind of. I need to do some repair through here, but gone above, then we went down, checked below, and now we're kind of just slightly back up above like center of day basically. Nice rotational Friday. Didn't quite double top. We might get a 2-leg pullback opportunity here, unless it continues to hold higher lows. It's the last minute on this 5-minute candle. We might get another opportunity right here. Third time's the charm. See if we can take back 75. Close, we just don't want to get a failed breakout. Little pop and shake out there, back to test entry. See if we can break 75 or 76, sorry. That's not ideal. We made it one tick from the high and hesitated to see if this is a little of a shakeout before it goes. I don't know. Looked like it had pretty good conviction, and then it basically just stopped right away at the high. May take a third stop here. Got our 2 ticks of room. That's all we can do. We're kind of coiling so far. Took a little bit of time though. I'm still like got to make sure we don't get an actual failed breakout. Got a higher low. Got this like quick gap move I'm kind of playing into. Hopefully we can get back up into here. Hesitating to the same tick, 75, 75. Just waiting. It looks as good as it could look, so just chilling, I guess. I'm closed above. That's great. Ooh. Missed my target man by 2 ticks. Don't want this to turn into a loser, but I'm gonna still hold because we closed above here. See what forms. There we go. Nice. Third time's a charm. Ended up being the same setup 3 times. Same strategy. Never got any triggers of any other. No reversal strategy, no one-time strategy. Still looks pretty good though, in all honesty. Like, I like that as a profit target because of this zone. Like, it made sense to find some sellers here, but because we've closed above and held above, we could still back test and go again for another leg potentially. This 5-minute chart has one timed a long ways though. Coming back, testing a lot of those break evens, those breakout traders. See if we can find some buyers here, or if it actually slips right back down through. It's a pretty bad retest. It's quite strong so far. With 30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle, it kind of looks like it wants to close poorly. Have to see a change in sentiment here pretty quick. 30 seconds quick. So I never adjusted the target. Excuse me. So I think that bracket puts it out at 2 to 1. Yeah, exactly 2 to 1. Can we get back above 75? 75? It's that same level that we got stuck on before. If it breaks back above it, your breakout traders trail stop to here. Yeah, trail and stop to the potential new swing. If we lose that level, I expect potentially a retest of the lows here and probably underneath. Yeah. Just because we went so far without ever a pullback on the 5-minute chart. Makes sense for a small pullback at some point. Well, basically break even on the day, pretty sure. 350 loss, 387.50 win, gross P&L 37.50, and then after fees of 14.80. Yep. But I did my job though. That feels good. I was consistent. I didn't take any trade I wasn't supposed to take, and I took every trade that actually presented with a trade opportunity for my current system. So I think that's a win amongst itself right there. My confidence is definitely growing from doing all the replay trading, because let's be honest, just the amount of time that you've spent here with me, I don't think there's ever been a single day in the past that you would have seen me take 2 L's and had the balls to take another setup. Probably never. I don't think there'd be a single day. But that, like, I didn't really care, you know? I mean, it is a sim account, but like, I'm trying to disregard that factor. After I've been back testing so much lately, like so much, that my confidence is growing, that if I know that if I just keep doing the same thing, it will work. Mathematically, like it showed it in my, so it allowed me to take that next trade. Yeah, and I didn't get shaken out. That's right. Yeah, because the strategy said to not get shaken out, right? Like I have a very, very specific pattern, and then a super specific way for me to manage it now. Let's see here. Open my playbook. So these are my 3 strategies that I've made, and they all have like a condition, an entry, and then the method for stop out and the method for how I take targets. And I'm trying to stay, like, obey this perfectly, no question. Like, I'm trying to be the algorithm. Because the algorithm doesn't care if I lost twice. If I lost twice and don't take the same pattern again, like, right, that's just an emotional response. So it's a good example of that. So it's good. Now, hopefully next week, some good opportunities that present. High 1 just triggered on that 5-minute chart right there, buying above the first candle to make to pull back like that. One-time entry off a reversal like that. Lots of trap traders. First candle to make a pullback. Long there, stop out there. Be looking for a new extension. But yeah, the little growth things, the replay trading, to the extent that I've been doing it and recording everything, has definitely helped me realize that I've been, you know, I always say like, oh, I'm not emotionally trading, or I shouldn't be emotionally trading, but you don't really like click in how many emotional decisions you make until you start actually doing it the other way. Slowly chugging, slowly learning. There's extension. As long as you don't do a failed breakout there, this trade's in full functionality. She's working. I found that while I was replay trading, I had to put this back down. I always had this up for the stream, but it was like a big distraction for me as I'm trading. Especially if it was just like earlier, right? This was just all red. Everything was red. It's just like, I don't need to see that right now. You know, good look at that at the end. It was a distraction for sure. But yeah, probably gonna call that a day. I'm gonna do my review here real quick for the video. It was a pretty balanced day, and we may come back up and make a new high. We kind of had that shakeout this morning. It felt like a shakeout for sure. The news came out at 9:30. After we had a fairly nice reversal pattern trying to hold. The news came out and we dumped. We made a little bit of a lower low and then, you know, came right back out of it. The market opened as we were coming back up out of that potential new low, and we did get some follow through. Took a little bit of a pullback and then quite a nice pump. No real trade opportunities for me for structure until we got to 1120. We were basically making new highs. We had successfully broken back up above this, like, you know, the area we were getting stuck at, and then had done it a second time. So I mean, it looked really good, and we were flagging perfectly at the highs. It couldn't have been better visually, presentation wise, for me. So nothing else to say there other than the one factor that was in my head a little bit was that the amount of time that we spent down here kind of going sideways, had to be a little bit careful of a failed breakout. But because we had tested here and we're trying again, I kind of disregarded that failed breakout. I had already kind of gotten rid of that, to be honest. Makes it easier to follow when you're in your trade, but do what is best for you. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, for the audience, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it was just when I was trading, I just noticed that if it would like not tilt me, but like clouded me a little bit if it was all green or it was all red. It had mixed effects, so I kind of like pull it up and we can take a peek at it here and there. But yeah, man, you have yourself a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday morning, my guy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's still going out there. It's like sleet almost, like kind of like freezing rain, kind of like snow. It's nasty. It's not good. But yeah, so we failed this, and this is a great one for, this is like a AAA version actually of the failed two-leg pullback, because what was a AAA presentation developed into pretty much the rollover point for a next large multiple leg down move, which in the past, and we've said it many times, I've noticed this very often turns into a trend direction change. So it's another really good one, a picture perfect one for the books, really. And no other opportunities came through. Market push down. I did notice right here that we had an opportunity here for a two-leg pullback, and I was watching for it. It never formed on the 1 minute chart, but I know that just the way that this hesitated here and then this candle went one tick above and closed below on a smaller time frame, that was a two-legged move. But I don't ever do this, and I don't want to make a habit of it because it's going to start changing everything. But I mean, I guess it kind of shows that visually I do have a good sense of what it is I'm looking for, which is good. But it is right there, the two-leg move. It only went one tick above, closed as a nice rejection candle, like beautiful. Couldn't be better. But it never gave it to me on the time frame that I'm actually executing on, so I got to be careful dabbling with that. But did push down perfectly for a nice like 2.5, probably close to 3-to-1 trade, and didn't ever give second extension. You would have trailed stop here if you were greedy, and it would have pinged you out on this pop-up. Now this is where I took a two-legged trade again, Market gave the potential here. It didn't go off the low one, popped up again, and then we kind of hesitated here. And I kind of debated it a little bit because we had done a lot of leg pushes already. And I was like, God, do I still want to take it? You know, but there's no, like, it matched all the rules and all the criteria for the trade setup. So I took it. And it did stop me out, but that's the way of the road, you know. There's not really anything else I could say about it other than mentally I did feel like this one wasn't as good of a setup as this one visually. But again, while I've been replay trading, I've tried to completely disregard that ability to make that decision, and I've noticed that some of the more scuffed looking 2-leg pullbacks turn into the biggest winners. So I'm not really sure if I should allow myself to make that decision or not on the fly. So for now, I'm not. You know, it matches all the criteria, check boxes. Okay, it's a go. Anyway, so that put me at 0-2 for the day, and there was no other really setups that we were looking for. Price rejected these lower levels again, and we popped back up very aggressively. I knew here that we had a nice criteria and condition for a 2-leg pullback, but it didn't form right. It did a higher low here, and we popped. Now I did get it, same criteria here. We were still in the strong momentum push, so if it gave it, then, you know, we'd get involved. Did get involved right there. Market retested the high, looked really good for follow through, and then stalled out. Now I had 2 ticks of extra room under the swing low. The market came back and made a higher low, and then did extend to my full target of 81 perfectly. It actually went 81.25 right up into here. That was that. You know, I took the 2-to-1 target that the bracket order had. It actually came within 2 ticks of it and then hesitated and then went back up and hit it. So that was good. So we ended up only with, we got 3 trade setups. One worked, it paid for the 2 losers and all the commissions and stuff. So basically a break-even day. So not bad. But regardless of the P&L outcome, the part that I'm really happy about is that I actually continued to trade and did manage to get, you know, stay consistent. And when the strategy presented properly again, I did it again. There was no emotion connected to it. So I managed it the exact way that I'm supposed to. So it was really good. That's some improvements on its own right there. Because 3 months ago, would I have taken a 3rd trade after being down 350 on the day? Can probably say with high confidence I would not have. So that's you know, it's a good job right there, I feel. As far as consistency is concerned, I did exactly what I was supposed to, so I'm happy about that. But anyways, hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you same time on Monday morning.